Just coming home from my therapy session, and I want to tell you guys all about it. It was so good. But first, I want to tell you how I met my therapist, how I decided that she was going to be my therapist, and what happened today during my therapy session. You guys already know that I'm a speaker, and I was booked to speak at this event. And she so happened to be one of the speakers at the event. And she was talking about mental health. She was talking about the importance of therapy. And she was just talking about, how you just have to talk to somebody, right? And how therapy doesn't have to be this big taboo thing that we know of and think of. And so when she said that, you just need to talk to somebody, the light bulb went off. And I was like, she is so right. I just need somebody to talk to. Somebody that is not my friend, someone that is not my sibling, someone that is not my parent, someone that is not my significant other. I just need somebody to talk to because I have situations that have happened to me that I haven't told anybody. And so because of that, I'm like, well, let me just tell her. And once I came to that realization that I wanted to not take my secrets to the grave with me and actually talk about some of these things, I was like, okay, let me strike up a conversation with her. So after the event, everyone is networking and talking. And so I spoke with her and I said, look, I'm going through a lot, and this whole, new life adjustment that I'm going through. And so she's like, yeah, everything is okay and everything is going to be okay. So take my card, and whenever you're ready, contact me. I said, okay. I took her flyer, I took her card, I bought a t-shirt, the works. And that was a couple months ago. And so now this week I was at a breaking point. I was thinking about past events, being overwhelmed with my business. I was thinking about changes, like all kind of changes, and I was super overwhelmed. Missing my mother, feeling like I don't have any support, and feeling isolated. And I'm replaying everything in my mind. I'm feeling low, to be honest with you, right? I'm bubbly, excited, optimistic. If you know me, you know. So I was feeling kind of low. And I said to myself, it's time. It's time for me to get all this stuff off my chest. I have best friends. I call them, I tell them my business, but they're not medical professionals, or they don't have the experience that a therapist does. And so I was like, I'm not about to call my best friend to just start dumping all of this on her. And so I said, it's time. And sure enough, whenever you're ready to go down this path, or whenever you're looking for something, you're not gonna find it. So, didn't find the flyer, didn't find the business card, looked all through my contacts, couldn't find her name saved there. I'm like, what? I just saw a post from her on Instagram. I went on IG and I wrote her. I said, I'm ready. And so she's like, can you come at 2 o'clock? Yes, absolutely. I'm clearing my schedule. So she fit me in, got there at 2 o'clock, and beautiful, cute, decked out office, right? Sofa, chair, the works. I said, okay, let me just sit on this sofa. I sat on the sofa. I was uptight, to be honest with you. I was like, okay, I haven't done therapy since I'm 19. I'm 33. I don't know what to expect. Let me just sit here like this, stiff. And so she's like, relax, like there's nobody here, kick your feet up, take a blanket, all this stuff. And I said, okay, I can get comfortable here. This is a safe place. And so from there, she just started asking me a bunch of questions. What's your marital status? How many kids you have? How old are they? What is triggering you to come here? So I started vomiting all this information to her. And I'm like, why am I like running from my life? Why am I running from my problems? Why am I wanting, I don't know, something else? What's going on? And so I'm looking at her for the answers. And so she starts asking me these magic questions. And so she's like, well, what led you here today? What happened? What happened yesterday, the day before? Like, what led you here today? And so I started telling her. And she's like, okay. She's like, you're fine. You are a whole person. You're not broken. Like some of my clients, like they're broken in pieces, on our knees, praying to God, all this stuff. She's like, you're fine. She's like, you just need to know you are like you are who you say you are. You are worth it. You are confident. You are secure. You are beautiful. You are, all these things. And I was like, you're right. You're right. Thank you for that. You're right. I am that. You're right. I didn't look at it that way. You're right. My past doesn't define me. What happened when I was 15, like I'm not that person anymore. I'm a woman. I'm a different person. And so I had a revelation, and it felt good to feel secure, to feel safe, to feel validated, to feel that sense of confirmation that you've evolved and you don't have to live in the past. And just you're living in the present and looking towards the future. You have evolved. So it felt so good. It felt so good to lay my cards out on the table and to have someone look at my cards and say, well, you think you're dealing with a lot, but there's not that many cards here, but we're gonna deal with what's here. But you're whole, you're complete, you're good. Just having a little hiccup. But we're gonna work through it. We're gonna resolve it. The childhood stuff, we're gonna deal with that. When I came to that realization that I am this, amazing, dope person, and I don't have to listen to these limiting beliefs, that all these issues that I see as mountains are gonna get resolved. The fires are gonna be put out. The stress is gonna go away. That sense of being overwhelmed is gonna disappear. My new life, I'm walking into it. I'm walking into it. It's okay that you divorced and a single mom. It's okay that you went from a 2-income household to a 1-income household. It's okay your mom died and you have to take care of your father. It's okay. You're gonna deal with it. And so when I came to that realization, I felt so much better. I felt 10 times better leaving that office than when I came in. And that is what I needed. I needed someone to talk to. I needed support. I needed guidance. I needed reassurance. I needed validation that I'm not losing it. I needed that. And I got it. So therapy is something that is needed. Therapy is something that every single person on this planet needs to go through, needs to experience. Therapy needs to be normalized in our community, especially if you're going through big life events. You know how they say, life is lifing? Yes, honey. Especially if life is lifing, you need therapy. Okay? Just somebody to talk to. It doesn't have to be this whole big taboo thing. Like my therapist was saying, just by looking at you, I already know that there's no diagnosis here. I'm not about to diagnose you with no depression and this and that. None of that. I was like, okay, yeah, I know too. I just need to get it off my chest. And so it's a beautiful process to be able to be supported by a therapist that you trust. That is one of the most important things. This woman, I trusted her from day one. I trusted her from when I saw her on stage talking. From then on, I knew that she was the one. I was like, yeah, I'm about to sign up for therapy. I haven't been in therapy in over a decade. I'm about to sign up. And so when I saw her, she was like, yeah, it took you 4 months. I'm like, it sure did, but I'm ready. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm at your doorstep. And you gotta be in that place where you are ready to seek help. You gotta be in that place where you are ready to evolve, where you are ready to go to the next level. I already know that I'm changing. I'm going to the next level. And so this is a little sprinkle on my plate. This therapy, me resolving these things that I think are big forest fires, and the fire is this small. And I think it's this big California forest fire. No, but me resolving this is only gonna propel me forward, which is what I need. Because I'm on the level up right now. So yes, please compliment me with a therapy session. Everybody needs therapy. You need therapy. Get the therapy that you need. Find a therapist that you trust, that you like, that you know is going to put you in that sense of feeling safe enough to share everything. I feel safe enough to share everything. The things that I have never told anyone in this life. That's what you need. So that's what I got. And I'm happy. We're gonna do 1 session a week. And then after that, we're going to evolve to every other week until I'm at a place where all of my cards that I put on the table are no longer on the table. And it's kind of like maintenance too. One of my good friends, she told me, she's like, it's like maintaining a car. Like, what do you think? It's not gonna break down? Like, it's machinery. You a machine, your body's a machine. Your mind is a machine. I'm going for an oil change. I'm getting a little bit of maintenance. Because I'm this dope, amazing person, and I know it. I see it in the mirror. I'm like, girl, you got it going on. But then sometimes my mind says other things. So I need to quiet that out. Yeah, this is resolved. You're healed. You're better. You can move on now. I hope that you like this video. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe if you like content like this, because we are going to be talking about some real stuff, okay? Some real stuff. Me, the kids, the family, everything. And like this video, especially if 1, you have a therapist, 2, you're going to get a therapist, or 3, you're going to normalize therapy, especially in the Black community. So I love you, and I will see you in the next video.